Hello everybody, Angel Arts here, and welcome back to another exciting episode of Gay Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. Things are really speeding up here in the Temple of Mythal. We ran into ancient elves from before they lost the city of Arlathan, or before they became the, bottom of society as they are now. And,
They left someone behind. A handy guide, maybe?
Mytholanast.
That's awful, since Morrigan chased off on her own.
yeah.
She seeks to protect the Well of Sorrows.
But it's not her. But I feel like Art's thinking, look, the fate of the well really should be the call of the elves. It shouldn't be anyone else's call for theirs. They're the ones who are. It is their mission to protect the well. So if they choose to destroy it, that's rightfully their decision. That is rightfully their call by completing the rituals. And we shouldn't interfere with that. So this is where Art disagrees with Morrigan. Clearly these elves do not want anyone to use this well. And we're not going to force it. Art's not going to force the issue. If Morrigan does, I think Art's thinking he's going to have to stop her. I mean, he's gonna have to stop her because Art doesn't feel it's right, and I don't think Art is ready to I feel like he already is having a hard time sleeping at night because he went against his better judgment with Blackwall, and he's just gonna have to go with it now. I think that maybe I should go with the guide. I think that he would be very. Thank you, guide. I'm just gonna trust the elves now. They trust us. Art feels like they're really putting a lot of risk on the line, trusting me. So I'm just gonna trust them and not wander around too much, because respect the temple and all that. Which probably means I don't want to loot
This place looks untouched.
I've seen Orlesian palaces with less gold. What did the ancient elves do here?
Perhaps it was meant to kindle a sense of awe in visitors.
Well, it's working.
Yeah, I feel like I should not disturb any of these things. At least in character. In character, Art will respect this area and not disturb any of these places, or, not loot any of this. So we're just gonna follow this. There probably are some awesome loot, guys, but in character, I don't see Art doing it. Because we didn't defile that other... He respected that other elven ruin area. I forgot where. The Exalted Plains, I think that's where it was. Yeah, we totally did not do that quest at all.
Henshra. Gilas Velathan.
Thank you.
I believe she would prefer that we remain close.
We are close.
Just a quick look around.
We are close. I didn't wander. I'm right at her heel, Solus. I didn't do anything. Right at her heel. Yeah. So we're trying to be very respectful and show these elves that they can trust us, because we earned their trust and we shouldn't. Art would not want to. Once somebody trusts him, he would not do anything to violate that trust. And Morrigan's kind of disappointing him right now, so I hate to say it, but if it comes down to it,
Sentinels are holding off the Red Templars.
Glad we're not between them.
if I have to take down Morrigan to protect the well, then I have to take down Morrigan. That's what Art would do. I, the player, wouldn't want to, obviously, because I love Mori, but Art would. He would not let her just go against these ancient elves. I'm still following you, my dear. I haven't strayed yet. I'm still, you know, you just keep doing what you're doing, my dear. I don't know what's gonna happen, guys. We've got Corypheus to contend with. Morrigan might end up, like, defying us. Sorry, I'm in your way. Where are you going, my dear? Here? Okay, where are we going? I'm following you. Is this it? Do you want me to take these? Is this why you're taking me in here? Okay. She took me in here. I didn't want to disturb any of these things, but she told me to come in here. No, I'm not gonna take any of that stuff. No, I'm not gonna take any of that stuff either. So I want to go up here. I'm confused, my dear. Is there like a secret door in here? Is that why? Is this the Well of Sorrows? I followed the guide to the Well of Sorrows. Right? Right? I'm confused. I don't see a well. Am I supposed to go into this door? I guess I am. Yeah, I guess I am. Oh, rude. Would you? Thank you. Nice job, Solus. Okay, I'll take from the Templars. I'll gladly loot from the Templars, but... Okay.
Well of Sorrows. Maker's balls.
What?
So Fen'Harel endures.
Alright, stop Samson from using the Well of Sorrows. I'm gonna try.
It's on! An army of these bastards won't stop us! How will you get to the well, General? Tell me you...
That? Oh god, that's... Ooh. Is that?
You tough bastards. A day's march, hours of fighting, and still fierce as dragons. The Chantry never knew what it was throwing away.
Samson, sir, watch out!
Inquisitor. You and those elf things don't know when to stop. You've hunted us half across Thedas. I should have guessed you'd follow us into this hole.
Sober sense, and Maddox is dead.
I spoke with your Tranquil, Maddox. He sacrificed himself for your cause.
I told him not to. He died as one of us then. One of the faithful.
You used him.
Corypheus chose me twice. First as his general, now as the vessel for the Well of Sorrows. You know what's inside the well? Wisdom. The kind of wisdom that can scour a world.
It's like...
I give it to Corypheus, and he can walk into the Fade without your precious anchor.
So you're a vessel, Samson. I love how Samson's voice actor is still the same as the Samson from Dragon Age 2. That's cool.
What's your part in it? What's a vessel?
What else empties a well? I'll carry its power to Corypheus. One more task
He
entrusted
trusts
to me.
you to do that?
Being force-fed Chantry Lyrium was good for something. This armor makes me a living fortress, mind and body.
Well, we got your
I
weakness.
won't forget a word of the well's knowledge. Corypheus will be unstoppable.
Once Corypheus is that powerful, you and your soldiers will just slow him down.
You dare say that to my face?
Yeah.
After you butchered my men? You're no match for Corypheus. Even if you drink from the well, you'll never master its wisdom as he could. This is the strength that Chantry tried to bind. But it's a new world now, with a new god. So, Inquisitor, how will this go?
Destroy his armor. Quick and painful.
Power is all well and good, until it's taken away.
The room. Yes. Yes, Art. Thank you, Dagna. That's one for Dagna.
What did you do? What did you do?
Clipped your wings.
My armor. It's gone. Delirium. I need
Glad
it.
I did that side quest.
Kill them all.
Thank you, Colin. Oh, Colin. This one's for you, too. Woo, wrong button. Alright. You guys want to enter the Fade? Fine. We can oblige. Here. Here's the heavens. I'll open up the heavens for you, too. Let loose, everybody. I think it's time to play. Woo! Sorry! Not really.
Nothing.
You're about to be disintegrated to nothing. That's for sure. Ooh. Stunning? Yeah, very clever, Samson. It's not gonna help you, though. Yeah, Jedi powers. Oh, looks like you lost all your men there. Stunned. Somebody's drinking his potions. That means you're scared. That means you're scared. Samson, I'm a little disappointed in you. Ooh. Have a regeneration potion. Don't you dare do that too. Come on. Knock him. We'll do this together, Blackwall. Pound him, yeah.
You can't take it from Corypheus. You mustn't.
Still alive. Huh? That's some damn good armor.
Yeah,
You can take him back to Skyhold for judgment.
good idea. Acquired certainty.
Abelard!
Uh-oh. Morrigan's gonna get to the well. Sorry, Morrigan.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
I heard him loud and clear, Morrigan.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
No. No.
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from your grasping fingers. Better it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
And that's his call.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
We need that well. We've stopped Samson. We're done. Yeah, Art's kind of ticked off at Morrigan right now. Back off.
Enough.
You cannot honestly...
Honestly, yeah.
I said enough.
Exactly. You got your ritual. You got your god ritual, Morgan. How much do you want?
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Yeah.
Do you even know what you ask?
Exactly. You got your ritual.
As each servant of Mythal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All that we were, all that we knew, it would be lost forever.
This is what Art is thinking. Art's thinking, Morrigan, stop being a selfish brat. Like, color it all you want. Paint it as... I mean, Art's actually got this figured out. Morrigan can paint it as, I'm doing this, you know, for the greater good because we'll be able to preserve this for the elves. You know, maybe she's even managed to convince herself of this. But Art knows, no, Morrigan, no. Clearly, if you really cared about the elves and you really cared about their wishes, you wouldn't go against the very elves, the same people that you claim that you are trying to help or trying to protect or whatever. You would not go against their wishes. Like, it's not yours to take. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to the elves. It rightfully belongs to the elves. They have been sacrificing so much to... they've sacrificed so much, you know, going to sleep, like hibernating and then only awakening, and their only purpose in life is to awaken and to fight and protect. I mean, that's a horrible but honorable job, and you're just gonna throw it away? No. Art's like, no. I think he's got to put his foot down because he, as I said, he went against his principles in order to get Blackwall out of jail, and he's not proud of it. And so I think Art's like, no, I'm not doing that again. I'm not undermining my principles again. And Morrigan says, can you afford to not have that power to stop Corypheus? And Art's like, can I afford to lose my integrity even more than it already has? Can I afford that? I don't think Art thinks that he can. So yeah, Art, as much as he doesn't hate Morrigan, but he definitely thinks that she's being really greedy right now. And me, the player, I'm thinking, Angelus gave you what you wanted, Morrigan. He gave you your godchild, which you claim was for the greater good. You know, I'm doing this for you, Angelus, because then you and Rory will be able to be together and you'll survive the blight, which is all good and dandy. She got what she wanted, and even more importantly, and she probably didn't realize at the time, she got more than she wanted. She found love. She got a son, Kieran. That should be enough. Finding love and having a son, a child, that should be enough. What more do you want, Morrigan, to finally be happy? Because if this isn't enough for you to be happy, I'm sorry, but Art's cutting you off. Because you're starting to get really greedy. And Art doesn't like that. It's different than with Blackwall, because at least with Blackwall, he was genuinely sorry for what he was done, and he was ready to pay the consequences for it. And Art knows that, you know, at the end of the day, Blackwall wanted justice for himself. He wanted justice for all the people that he wronged, and he was sorry, and he wanted to do what needed to be done in order to make amends. Morrigan, he doesn't think that Morrigan's motivations are genuine. Art feels that. He agreed with Morrigan to work with the rituals, which ended up being a good idea because it allowed them to get into good graces with the elves. But he's not gonna throw away that respect with the elves.
This can't be easy. Holding on to what's left.
Yeah.
You cannot imagine. Each time we awaken, it slips further from our grasp.
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger.
Elven such as you?
Yes, such as I.
You have shown respect to Mythal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Vira Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
What of the price? Yeah. Actually, Art's like, no, I actually didn't intend on drinking from this. if you allow it. I can't just say no. The game apparently is not letting me say no at all. What of the price?
Gifts like this don't come freely.
No boon of Mythal was ever granted without cost. The Vera Belisan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Yeah, that's okay.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is
Art already
yours.
made up his choice. I mean, it would seem really hypocritical. And a huge smack in the face to Morrigan, which Art doesn't want to do at all. Huge smack in the face to Morrigan if he told Morrigan, Morrigan, back off, you're not drinking from this well, but I'm going to drink from this well. Totally hypocritical. So I think I pretty much have made up my mind. Assuming the game is actually giving me the choice to not drink from this well, I think Art's going to stick to his guns. Me, the player, I'm curious, obviously. I'm very curious finding out what would happen if Art drinks the well. But I can't play this as if it was me. I have to play this as if it was Art. And what I feel deep in my heart for Art is Art would respect the well and not drink from it. He would respect it.
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen'Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Really?
Murder? I said nothing of...
Murder?
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple.
Wow.
Yet the Vera Belisan remains. As do we. That is something.
Where will you go?
Are you leaving the temple?
Our duty ends. Why remain?
You can...
There is a place for you, Lethaline, if you seek it.
Perhaps there are places the Shamlin have not touched. It may be that only Uthenera awaits us. The blissful sleep of eternity never to awaken, if fate is kind.
Well, why don't you fight Corypheus with us then?
Could come with us. Fight Corypheus. He killed your people.
We killed ourselves. Long ago.
Malas amalin nahalam abalas. His name, Abalas, means sorrow. I said, I hoped he finds a new name.
That's sweet. Don't look at me like that, Morrigan.
You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
I know.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so... hungry.
Back away, Morrigan.
Don't go any closer, Morrigan.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends.
Right.
What would you know of my ends, Elf?
How about Solus?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Solus. So we'll drink from it.
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
Or we can just walk away. What about the price, Morrigan?
You're not concerned about the price? Bound forever to the will of Mythal?
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning. Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
You alone? You're not the only mage here.
I have studied the oldest lore. I have delved into mysteries of which you could only dream. Can you honestly tell me there is anyone better suited?
Solus? Actually, Solus?
What about you, Solus?
No. Do not ask me again.
Maybe Morgan is right, then it's me. I don't know. Can we just have nobody drink? Do I have to pick someone to drink?
I don't know who's better suited, and neither do you.
I have the best chance of making use of the well. For everyone. Let me drink.
Perhaps nobody should use it.
I hate to say it, but Abalas's plan to destroy the well may be the best one.
What happens when Corypheus comes for you again?
Oh, let him try.
He is immortal. The wisdom of the well may include a way to destroy him.
Yes.
Give me this and I fight at your side. I shall be your sword.
This is a big decision. I know the well's danger. What does everyone else think? Morgan will gain the power of the well. The Inquisitor will gain the power of the well. What does everyone else think?
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
We should? Oh, great.
I trust you with this power more than her. But it's not for me to decide.
You're asking me? This is a lot of weird... I barely understand how any of this works.
Enough deliberation. Give me your decision.
Looking at it, listening to it. That's not just knowledge from the ancient elven priests. It's their will.
How would you know such a thing?
That's what Abalas was telling us. The collective will of the priests puts anyone who drinks under a compulsion, a gas. Can't you feel it?
Right.
That would match the legends, but it does not tell us what the gas entails.
Exactly.
I would still use the well, but you are right. We must be cautious.
Now, here's the thing. Either Art uses it, or Morrigan uses it. So there's no option. I've tried, I really tried. There's no option to just walk away and just destroy the well. We can't do that, apparently. That's the choice that I think Art would choose, but the game's not letting us have that choice, which kind of disappoints me. But I guess the game is trying to say, no, really, you really need this to defeat Corypheus. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Which, again, I'm a little disappointed in the writers for that, but okay, fine. So, the game is forcing us to give the power of the well to somebody. I'm going to fall back and say Art doesn't want any more power, and he's not a gambling man. I don't think that he's going to risk being bound to anything. That's something that he's already bound to the Inquisition. He doesn't want to be bound to anything else. He doesn't want to have any more power than he already has. He's good in the power department. He's more than good. And he's, so he genuinely doesn't want this. The only reason why he would take it for himself is if he felt that giving it to Morrigan would allow her to use it for ill purposes, which Art would not necessarily put that against her. But there's that whole price thing. Morgan has to pay a price, and she has to be bound to something, which means maybe she will not quite get what she was looking for, or she might end up getting more than she bargained for, in which case that might help in taking her down if Art feels like he needs to take her down to stop her from doing something horrible, if it ends up corrupting her, I guess I figured if we're able to take down Corypheus, a sort of god, then hopefully we might be able to take down Morgan if she ends up using this for ill gains. I guess, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Again, it's like this, but putting myself in Art's shoes and trying to put myself in character. Again, I love these decisions that BioWare is throwing at us because I really have to think about it, because it's not black and white. None of these decisions are black and white, and they're not gray in the sense... they're just interesting. They just make you stop and think. I can't imagine any other player like just willy-nilly picking a choice unless they're like, oh yeah, I want the power. Psh, we're not giving Morgan the power. I really have to think about this, and I really have to think about what would Art do. Morgan really wants the well, and that bothers Art a lot. But Art doesn't want the well. He wants nothing to do with the well. Maybe if Morgan ends up getting corrupted, she'll listen to her son. I don't know. Art doesn't want anything to do with the well. Morgan, the well is yours. Yeah. Because again, the other thing that stacks this more towards giving it to Morgan is it would be hypocritical of him to tell Morgan, I'm gonna get the well for myself. Especially when deep down inside he knows he didn't want the power either. Morgan, take it.
It's yours.
Not because I wanted you to take it, but I'm wondering what this binding gaze is. Cassandra disapproves, Vivian greatly disapproves. Sorry guys. I didn't want to take it for myself.
Morrigan? Are you all right?
Elasin Salah. Visan Allah.
Is she now Mythal? Is she no longer Morrigan, but
I am intact. There is much to sift through. But now we can...
We can what? Oh, there's Corypheus. Hey, Corypheus. Looking for something? Yeah, hi. A few steps ahead of you. Curses! Let me fly, Brent.
Through the mirror.
Morrigan? Oh, is that Mythal? Well, there we have it. Interesting. Huge decision there, folks. I'm wondering what the consequences of this will be, not only in this game, but in future games. I'm wondering what that will... Yeah, I'm wondering what the consequences of that would be. Hopefully I don't regret my decision, but I feel like I might worry about regretting my decision even if I took the well, so I might as well do what Art... Both sides are happy right now. Morgan got what she wanted, and Art didn't get what he didn't want. So, yeah. Both sides are happy. But yeah, me as the player, very curious to see what the consequences would be if I did have Art drink it. But in character, Art wouldn't have drunk it. He wouldn't have. If Morrigan becomes a problem, then they'll cross that bridge then. And Art will just have to pay the consequences for that. But I think that he had to choose between the lesser of the two evils there. And I think the lesser of the two evils were to trust in Morrigan. Place his trust in Morrigan. And if she breaks if he breaks his trust, if she breaks his trust, then sorry, Morrigan, you'll have to, you know, pay the consequences of your actions. So we'll see what happens.
It is done.
Yep, I know. It's done. We'll bunch of
I'm
people.
pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide.
Then he's coming here.
Meaning he will attack us directly at Skyhold.
Not necessarily. But neither will he remain idle.
And how could you have such insight into his plans?
Because
The Well of Sorrows held many voices, and they speak to me now from across the ages. They hold wisdom, secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
Should we fear him more than his army?
Possibly. Luckily for you, he has a weakness. The dragon he calls is not truly an archdemon. It is a dragon in which Corypheus has infested part of his being.
go on.
He doubtless did so out of pride to emulate the gods of old. That pride can be exploited.
Okay.
Kill the dragon, and his ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be slain.
So once again, just like in Dragon Age Origins, we have to kill a giant archdemon looking like dragon. Can see a lot of parallelisms here. Oh, is that all? No, Art's gonna be like, oh, is that all?
Just kill his dragon. Why didn't we think of that before?
There is a way to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in his power. The well whispers it to me now. Your help will be required, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready, and we shall begin.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime.
You do that, Cullen, just in case. Oh boy. Nice. That was a good one, guys. Bring Samson to Skyhold for judgment operation available. Okay. We got a lot to do, guys. I think I'm going to go around and start talking to people. There's a lot of people who disapproved of my decision, but it is what it is. We'll see what happens based on the consequences of my actions. So thanks, guys, for watching this episode of Gay Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. Tune in next time, everybody, and until then, love yourselves and love each other.